Hi, this is Tracy from GiftBasketappeal, and today we're doing a Mod Podge project using this Patron bottle. I'm going to be covering it with this gorgeous napkin with the pink flamingo. I think that's going to look really nice. Look at the detail in that. It originally looked like this, but you can't see if the message is don't worry, be happy. So I thought the message for this was really cool, and so I couldn't see don't or be because it's like this really light white writing. So what I did was I just took my pen, this is just a micron pen, and I just put, I just shaded in the don't in black and the be. So don't worry, be happy. And I mean, you can probably do more detail on this. Hopefully when I'm applying my Mod Podge, it doesn't smear, so we'll see. Might want to use something like a permanent marker on that. So let's get started. Okay, so let me open this napkin up. This is a 2-ply napkin, and this actually came in a pack of 30 napkins from the Dollar Tree. So imagine how many projects you can get done with this. Okay, so this is what I'm working with, and that looks really pretty. I guess the big thing is to probably cut these and then apply it, because I want this to really have a front and a back and try to get all of the wording on there. So that's what that's kind of one of the challenges I'll be dealing with. So you just have to decide how far up you want to go, how far you want to start on the bottom. I definitely want to get those words in there, and I want most of the flamingo on there too. I really don't want it to be cut off. So we'll see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going to do to make the artwork stand out, and I always repeat this in my videos because I may have some first-time viewers who have no idea about Mod Podge and decoupage. So what I normally do is I just use white acrylic paint to paint the bottle, and that makes the image on your napkin stand out more. I've tried it the other way and without any white paint, and it just doesn't look as good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this. I usually do 2 coats on the bottle, and then I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. I'm going to be painting all the way up to the neck right here because I'm probably going to put something around it right over this area here. So you just have to decide how far up you want your napkin to go. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. Okay, so my bottle is all dry, and I only applied 1 coat on here, and it gave pretty good coverage. So we're ready to take our napkin, and more than likely I'm going to just kind of cut out the squares rather than leave it in the one piece. I think it's easier to apply it once I cut it out. Let's see. So what I'm going to really kind of be concerned with is the front part and the back. So I'm not really concerned about the sides being on there. Really good. Let's see. And the napkin has a little bit of a frame around it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of that in, but we'll see. You just never know. So I like to cut my napkins first before I separate them. But look how pretty that is. I mean, these colors, they're just so unique and so different. And I think that's what I really like about them. And this is a nice display for someone's desk or maybe a bookshelf in their office. Don't worry, be happy. An awesome message for anyone. Sometimes you just have to be happy in the moment. You know, it's all about how you react to certain things. And so although it can be a fight to be happy in the moment, but the fight is so worth it just for your own mental health. And so I know that crafting brings me happiness, and I know a whole lot of you are happy just because of crafting. And being able to share with you makes me even more happy. Okay, so right now I have 4 pieces to cover each side. And I may end up cutting these down even more. I'm just not sure yet. So I'm just taking you through this process with me, just to see. And you see how that came off, that print was on here because I went over it with my black micron pen. So it just wasn't vibrant enough. So that's one of the other things too. You can alter your napkin before. I probably could have also taken that same pen and traced right around my my flamingo, just to give it an outline. But there's so much you can do with this. Just another idea. And sometimes if this doesn't separate right away, you can also always use just a little bit of water on the tip of your fingers and it can come apart. Okay. So now for the fun part. I'm using the Mod Podge gloss, but there is a matte finish also. There's a waterproof, there's an outdoor, I think there's a dishwasher safe. So there's so many different ones, but I'm just using the one I always use. Okay. And here's my Mod Podge solution there. And I got my foam brush. And I bought a package of these from Walmart, which have served me well. And what I do is I like to wash them out right after using them. If I wash them out right after using them, I can reuse them again. So that's just another thing, like to not let it sit and dry. Okay, so let's look at this napkin and see what we got here. So now that it's cut, line that up against the bottom there. So I'm going to do the back, the front, and then I'll go back and do the sides because I don't really want to cut this down because I want to get everything on there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Just putting a nice smooth coat. I like to just work in sections because it's just easiest for me. Now, if you like to work in one large section, you can do that. But I like to, for me, it's just easier for me to just kind of take it in sections and then put the napkin on. And I've done plenty of these bottles before. I will put the link to the other tutorials where I've done the Mod Podge bottles. I'm just going to position this right so I have it right on there the first time. And I need to get me some saran wrap. I forgot about that. Saran wrap helps me to smooth it out. So I always like to have everything that I need in advance, but every so often I forget. So my saran wrap, I just ball it up, tear a piece and ball it up. And there are several techniques for doing this. You just have to choose the one that's right for you. See, I definitely want that pink flamingo on there, like really good. And I'm just using the saran wrap because saran wrap won't stick and it won't rip your paper. and it will help with less wrinkles, which are not a big deal for me. But if wrinkles are a big deal, then you just have to, I guess, press all the wrinkles out. But I kind of like the wrinkles. They give it a little bit more character. And so, yeah, this is like a perfect square. Sometimes when your bottles are rounded, it kind of makes it a little bit more challenging to apply your napkin. And I can see I'm already going to be overlapping a little bit with this. And I could probably just cut a slit in there just to let that lie down a little bit smoother. Probably could. I'll have to try that on the next one. Okay, and as you can see, there are some wrinkles on there along the sides. And I'm just kind of smoothing this out with my saran wrap, not my fingers. Fingers make your napkin rip. Okay, so that's the first part on there. Just like that. It looks like a piece of artwork. I like the fact that it has that wood, like a wooden fence. So really nice color. It's a unique color too, which is what I liked about it. So sometimes whatever your eye is drawn to, just go with it. And so I wasn't sure if that pen would smear with me putting the Mod Podge on it, and it didn't. When I put the Don't and Be, I thought it would possibly smear a little bit, but it looks good. So I just have to kind of worry about these sides. I'll probably just maybe cut off those corners to make it lay down smoother. So I think I'll do that with this one. I'm just going to cutting corners here, and we'll see what happens. So this way I can try it for you in the video, and then you can just choose how you want to do this. Whether you want to cut off the corners or this doesn't bother you at all, that's fine. And see, my nail just actually ripped that little thing right there. My nail just did that, so. But it's fine. Okay, so let's go back and do this other side now. So I'll have the back and the front with the message on it, and then I'll go back and fill in the sides. Okay, so I'm going to try this again. And let's see, I got some glue on my fingers, and I don't want to handle that napkin with glue on my fingers. Okay. So if this side comes out better, I might actually end up making this the front. And so I'm just kind of starting in the middle and just kind of brushing out towards the sides. And the thing I really want to really stand out is the Pink Flamingo and the message. So if I can get that the way I want it, I'm good to go. I'm just smoothing it out, taking my time here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I didn't come over enough with the Mod Podge. So I'm just kind of going all the way over so that I have nothing lifting up. Everything has to be laid down real nice. going to have some really nice gifts to give away this next season coming up. So could you actually imagine giving this away to someone for a gift? I think they would really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm not really liking this, but it'll still work. I'm not liking that whole jagged edges there. So I think I'm going to cut out I'm going to cut out the flamingo and just maybe put it right here. Not really the message, but the flamingo on that one for the sides. Oops. Don't want that to stick on there yet. Not ready. I'm going to cover that. I'm over here talking to myself. So maybe right about there. Because I'm not really worried about the message on this one now. But I do want that flamingo. And then if I wanted to use this, I could. But I really want another flamingo on that side. I'm going to cut this one too. And that'll be for the other side. But like I always say, just have fun with it. Don't stress about it. Don't stress about the wrinkles. Wrinkles give us character. Okay, so I'm just going to put some Mod Podge on these sides here. And many of you have asked where I get my bottles from. I get them from a restaurant. And don't be afraid to ask, because I can only imagine what's happening with all of those bottles from restaurants that can be used in art projects. Okay, now what I'm going to do, since I want this, let's see, I want this part to be my front, so I'm going to have to cut some of that off. So I don't want it to be covering up my message. And I'm going to have to cut this one off too. You see, sometimes you just have to make up your own little rules, readjust. So I'm just going to spread this out. And now that I'm thinking about it, I could actually have done the sides first and then go and put on the fronts, the front areas. So I'll have to do that in the next one. Because you're only going to learn if you keep doing this. And I've learned a lot since I started doing these Mod Podge creations. Okay, I'm going to finish off this last side. I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like. And you've got this is going to be the front part. So on the sides, I would probably next time either use another type of bottle so that you can get like all of the image in there, or just cut your napkin at the top, maybe in a slit, so it's not overlapping so much. I mean, if you want to do that, I like this. I kind of like the artsiness of it. I'm going to go over it with some more Mod Podge, just kind of finish it off. But I love those colors. So now on the sides, I'm not really worried about it. I wish it was a little bit neater, but I'm good. This is going to look really nice when it's dry. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another coat of Mod Podge over it. And I usually let this dry. You want to let it dry and then put another coat on, because I want it to have that shine. And so don't worry whether it's cloudy. It will dry. It will dry very clear. Okay, so I have my napkin going out that way. I want to make sure that I don't peel up my napkin. So you want to go in the direction that your napkin is actually laying. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. And then I thought on the neck of this, I'm going to take some jute twine and go right around the neck. I thought it would tie in the colors a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so our bottle is all dry, and I am really loving this. Now that everything has cleared up, it's got a nice shine to it, even with the imperfections where the napkins overlap on the sides. I am loving this. And so if you want, you can cut the napkins exactly to fit the size of the bottle, or you can use a bottle that's taller so that the napkin can fit more straight up. More of a square type of container would probably work really well for this, but I'm really happy with how this Patron bottle came out. So I'm going to add a few sticker gems to this. And then what I did was I just took some Mod Podge and put it around the neck of this bottle. And then I just took some jute twine and just strung it around there, and that adds to it. I don't know, it kind of has that kind of an aged look. I don't know how to describe that, but I really love this. So I'm really happy with the way this came out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my hot glue gun. I'm going to add a few of these sticker gems to it. So these are already sticky, and I'm just going to add a few of these. I'll probably just add them over in this little corner right here. Just using my hot glue gun because it's a lot quicker. And these are really light, so they should adhere extremely well on here. Just use some pink gems. I think some nice green ones would look nice to bring out the green in that, but I think the pink works well. I'm super happy with the way this turned out. And with all of the bottles that I've done, I'm always surprised at how different each and every one of them look. And sometimes I have no idea what I'm going to do. I just go ahead and do it. And of course, there's an airplane flying above while I'm recording. And that adheres really well to that. And I'm just putting them right on the corners here. That's about it. Well, you know what? I might do something up here. We'll see. Let's see. So that's what I got so far. Just putting a few there. Thought maybe, let's see. These are stickers, so I don't have to. I could test it out and see if I want to put something up there. I kind of like minimal amounts of stuff on my, not too much, but I am going to put something in the top, so I'm going to leave that alone. I might go back and put something in here, maybe some of these pink ones, maybe going along there. I'll have to see. But this is what we've got so far. I am really loving this. I wish you can see this off like in person because it's really cute. And I like that aged look. Okay, so I'm going to use some of these flowers, and look how perfect those go. It's got the pink and that kind of darker green in these flowers. So this is going to go perfect. And I probably don't need a whole bunch. I'm not sure where I got these flowers from. And I'm just going to get my wire cutter here. and see how many I want in there. And see, that's basically it. I don't need any more. Just that is perfect. So what I'm going to do is just along here, a little bit of glue here, just along the base there, and pop these right in there. Just looking and see if I'm seeing if I need one more. I think we could do one more. Wow, these really match. I've had these flowers like forever. Pretty long time here, so glad these came in useful, and they match. I mean, these match perfectly. Yep, I'm just adding one more. Kind of helped. That looks so cute. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put, now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm going to put some more gems right here along that side there. I'm going to go for it. That way, in case you want to add some gems and you decide that you want some on there or not, you don't want any, but at least you can see what it looks like when I put these on. And these things really stick, so. And I'm focusing on this part because that's really my front part. So they really stick there. So I put one right here. I used a little bit too much glue there, but it'll be all right. Okay, and I like it. I like the way those gems just kind of added just that little extra to it. And so look how pretty that is. And I will post pictures below so you can get a good look. But who knew that these napkins right here would make such a cute idea? So you all go for it. Go get those napkins. I think these were in the 50-cent cart at Dollar Tree. So I'm hoping when I go back, they'll have more of these. So I hope you were inspired by this. You don't have to use this shaped bottle. Just use whatever you have. I really love doing the Mod Podge on the bottles, and I'm still learning, still getting better. I like the fact that you can do whatever you want with these, so just go ahead and make up your own rules. Like I always say, do what you like. Use the colors that you like. If you see something that appeals to you out there and you say, you know what, I'm inspired by that print or that napkin or, I don't know, the sky or even a leaf on a tree. Wherever you get your inspiration, go ahead and turn it into something, because I know you can make something beautiful. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to join our crafty family, please go ahead and subscribe. We're heading toward 50,000 subscribers on this channel, and I don't see it as just being my channel. I see it as being our channel, and this is really growing. I'm loving the support from all of you, the encouraging comments, the kind comments, just the comments, the kindness that y'all have shown me. And so I really appreciate all of you, and thank you so much again for spending time with me on this crafting journey. I'm really enjoying it, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.